Now it's a podcast. And you know what that means?
Roll the intro.
Yes, sir. Hello, my name's Zach.
My name is Nick.
And this is Careless Opinion. And if you don't know that by now, what are you doing?
What you doing, you silly goose?
What are you doing with your life? So, like all good podcasts, what you drinking there, bud?
I'm drinking a Smirnoff Ice Smash Blue Raspberry Blackberry. What are you sipping on there, Zach?
Corona Light.
Oh,
I mean,
you fancy.
Yeah, I know. I'm
You fancy.
I'm a fancy boy. Fancy boy. So, before we go on with this podcast, there's something we have to address. It's my bit emoji. It keeps changing, huh?
It does.
It keeps changing. So,
You're kind of a ginger now.
kind of. I'm kind of a ginger now.
Can you go out in the sunlight?
No. That's for other reasons, though. It scares me.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
scary.
respect that.
It's scary outside, dude. So I shaved my beard, and then I shaved the sides of my head, and then I dyed my hair red all in one day.
It actually looks very nice.
Thanks, man. It looks pretty close to the bit emoji.
It does.
I'm just not that skinny. I wish. Anyway, so what's today's topic, dude?
Today's topic is a day with us.
A day with us?
A day with
What's
us.
that gonna be like, I wonder?
Crazy.
About to find out.
About to find out.
So, with this one, we're gonna kind of give you guys an insight of like what we do to record this.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not what anyone thinks.
Yeah. We're busy guys.
We're busy guys.
We're busy gentlemen.
We're both very busy people. Nick has a full-time job. I have a full-time business I'm working on opening. Like, we're busy.
busy.
We're very busy people. So, we don't get to do this like 3 days a week. Like, when you see us post on, the Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we aren't recording it that like night before and posting it for the next day. We are recording all of them the Saturday or Sunday prior.
Yeah.
So, a day in our adventures of the podcast kind of go like this. I wake up around like 9:30, 10-ish. I text Nick. I say, hey, are you up? I don't get a reply. And then I normally send him a meme like 5 minutes later, and then he wakes up
That's
to
when
the
you
meme.
get the the secret to
The
my
way
heart.
your heart, baby.
Those memes.
Yeah, he wakes up to the meme, and it's normally, I'm up, or sorry, I was getting ready, I've been up, I'm about to head out, or my third and my favorite text, which is normally this is normally what it is. It's, I'm up, I'm pooping, then I'm scooping.
Yup. That's my favorite.
Which means Nick's gonna go to the bathroom and then head on over. That's normally what it means, at least.
Yeah. I love, like, my phone. I use that phrase so often, pooping and scooping, that it's like on my quick text.
Is it really?
It is, yeah.
That makes so much sense. That's so... Why does that work?
I don't know.
Why is that not like a weird shock value? I'm like, yeah, that sounds like you.
That sounds like me.
It sounds like you.
Yeah, and we don't. I live maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah, you don't live
So
far.
I don't live far. I don't live far at all. I'm a rock's throw away, I guess.
Yeah, and then Nick gets here and things get weird. That's when the real craft comes in.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's like every time we meet up on the weekend, it's like the first time we've seen each other in years.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Most friends see each other. Hey man, what's up? How was your week? Nope. You would think we haven't seen each other in years.
Zach, I got this cool new keychain.
I like open my front door to Nick, who's just awkwardly standing there. He walks in, and we immediately like, oh my god!
Yeah.
I'm so excited you're here!
I haven't seen you in years.
Oh my god, I can't wait. When I texted you to come over, I was like, oh, it's gonna take forever. Like, it's every freaking day.
Yeah.
Every time you come over, we just turned into freaking 12-year-olds.
Yeah, dude, it's so much fun. I enjoy doing this more than I do my job. So every time I get to come over and record some podcasts, I'm like, ooh. Yeah, that's
it is
me.
a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
So then Nick gets here, and go ahead. I heard you. Go for it.
Then so I used to bring my own beer.
Yeah.
But now we make a bro trip out of it. We make a journey to go get some beer.
We do.
And food.
To the same gas station every time because they have an insane selection of beer.
Yeah, like that gas station has better beer selection than like a package store. It's insane.
Really do. They have like all kinds of.
And they got like wines and like that. Man, I wish I had one of those.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
I'm so happy I live 2 minutes from that.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I could walk there if I was too intoxicated to drive. It's fucking awesome.
It's dope.
It's so good. And then we do that, we get food, and then we come back and we normally eat and watch YouTube videos for a solid hour.
Yeah, like today we watched some Steve-O.
Yeah, we watched Steve-O's YouTube channel.
He's an absolute gem.
Yep.
I love watching him.
If you didn't know Steve-O from Jackass had a YouTube channel, you're definitely not living your best life, and you should definitely go subscribe to it. It's definitely better than our channel.
It's so like funny and wholesome at the same time. It's amazing.
It's so good. And then we attempt to set up. And I say attempt because setting up normally goes like this. We get into the studio, we laugh for 20 minutes, and go, oh crap, we really need to set up. It's already 1:30. We need to set up. So we set up everything. And by we, I mean Nick puts the laptop on the table, and then he plugs everything up, and then I set up the mic.
Yeah.
And then it takes a whole 5 minutes. Setting up takes about 5 minutes. It didn't used to take 5 minutes.
It did not used to take 5 minutes at all.
Yeah, we used to be on Twitch. We haven't really talked about that.
Yeah.
We talked about it like maybe a little bit. We used to be on Twitch. It just wasn't a good platform for this compared to YouTube. We weren't really getting a lot of views, as well as we may or may not have gotten in trouble on Twitch.
Allegedly. Sorry, Zach.
I don't care. I didn't like Twitch anyway. I'll say it.
We found out we were like one of 3 streamers that were streaming under podcasts, so it just wasn't working out.
It just wasn't working. Then our final video on Twitch ended up getting muted by Twitch. Twitch went in and muted our video.
Yeah.
Because
sorry, Zach.
Nick got a little excited because we were buying a laptop. We just bought the laptop.
Yeah.
And Nick decided, like, screw it. Screw Twitch. We're going to YouTube anyway. We discussed that we were, like, going to go to YouTube regardless.
Yeah.
And you were just like, Twitches! And just said some no-no things about Twitch.
Yeah.
Then our video got muted.
It was great.
And we were like, well, to YouTube we go.
Here we go. We learned our lesson, though. I'm not an edgelord like that for now.
For now. And then we get everything set up. We normally have like a topic list.
Yeah.
That's very vague. And by that I mean we literally don't have a topic for the day normally.
Yeah.
We really don't.
Yeah, we're like, what should we do?
And then it's like 5 minutes of brainstorming, and then someone's like, ooh, you know what'd be funny? Bam.
Yep.
Podcast material. Like this one.
Yeah.
This got formulated about 20 minutes before we started recording it.
Yeah, but like stuff like our Spoopy podcast and our pop culture podcast were actually ones that we did stream to Twitch. Mm-hmm. So going into it, we were better prepared. Yeah. Whereas like pretty much everything else we came up with on the fly.
Yeah. So like True Crimes was originally when we did it. We were working on. I like made the logo and everything, and then I was like, we should make this a series. This would be fun as a series. We do multiple, and we're really happy that worked out. Our new True Crimes that's out is great. You should definitely go check that one out.
It's awesome.
Yeah, shameless plug. I love that one actually.
Yeah, I learned a lot from that one.
Yeah, and now we have Rants as well. Rants has been doing pretty well. I think Rants is a lot of fun.
Rants is a lot of fun. I talked to my parents about this. My goal for Rants is, because we kind of like the True Crimes is Zach, mine's gonna be the Rants, but I'm gonna let you in right now. I'm gonna poke your buttons at the end of Rants to get you to rant at the very end of Rants.
You want to rant for like 25, 30 minutes, and then you're like, I need 5 minutes and losing his shit.
Yeah, pretty much. That's my goal.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair. So normally the first recording we do goes a little something like this. Hi everybody, my name is Zach. And then Nick says,
you want to be okay? Yeah. My name is also Zach.
And this is Careless Opinion Podcast. and then we burst out laughing.
Yeah.
Because we can't keep it together for some stupid reason.
It's idiotic. Like today, we were doing one today.
It's the Young and Dumb podcast that's out right now.
And maybe we'll put we're planning on doing like maybe a bloopers one in the future.
Yeah, we are. We'll do that eventually.
Yeah, but I popped open a beer today, and it just started spewing. So I was like, "And now it's a podcast!" because it just started spraying everywhere,
like exploded for no fucking reason. We're just trying to enjoy our freaking day, and all of a sudden, bam, beer all over the couch. I was like, son of a bitch. It was really funny.
It was so funny.
That'll be a good blooper. That'll be a good one. Yeah, that was really good. What's so funny about it is the Young and Dumb podcast is out right now. I think that's the one we've had to do the most takes on.
Yeah, we doxed ourselves a few times in that one.
Yeah, we said some things that were a little too like personal, where it was like someone could definitely find us in our personal lives, and I was like, crap, we gotta redo it. And then we do it again, and then
we just started laughing.
We started laughing. We went on a rant at one point about something that was originally going to be talked about, and I was like, we can't post that. we gotta change the subject matter, and now it's up and it's good and solid. I mean, it was a rough one.
Yeah,
we had a hard time with that today for some reason.
It was still funny every single time we talked about it.
Oh, it was funny every time. Young and Dumb was pre-planned too, actually. Luckily.
Yeah.
So once we get everything set up and we do our first attempt at recording, normally once we get one down, we can bang them out.
Yeah.
So the way we do this is, so we have every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now we do have one little mini segment every like Saturday or Sunday, depending on what day we do it, which is just, it's a short little news break from what's going on in the world. It's 8 to 10 minutes. Shameless plug in, wink. Go watch that. It's only 4 minutes. You have the time. Don't lie to me. Anyway, and we record them all in one day.
Yeah.
The only real time that we are going to be posting, like the real time podcast, will be the news break, because we literally recorded it, edited it, posted it.
Yeah.
Compared to these, where we record them, we either take the time to edit it, or we go, let's record like 3 more, and then just kind of dick around for 3 hours, and we'll edit on Sunday. So I mean, this is literally every Saturday, every Sunday, we're sitting in our little studio just editing and recording.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a short process.
No, it's one that I thought would be a lot faster, but after getting into it, you're like, okay, it takes X minutes to bounce one single podcast down. You gotta wait for it to process so it can process to YouTube, then you gotta upload it to YouTube, and that takes X minutes. So it's definitely a timely process. Don't get me wrong, it's from recording the podcast to editing to posting, all of it is 100% fun. But it is a lot more work than you would expect it to be.
It is. It's so weird because like I was watching some guy the other day talking about his podcast, and he was saying like how hard he works on it. And I can't remember. I wish I remember the name, because I'd give him a shout out. I mean, the dude has grinded really hard. Fantastic podcast. He's got like thousands of subs and thousands of followers. He's following us, I believe, actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really good stuff. 100% really good. But so he posted this video talking about how he like wakes up, records it, edits it, and immediately posts it, because he's posting like every day of the week almost.
Oh wow.
And it's him and his roommate, and so I was like, God, that's hectic.
Yeah.
But when he was talking about it, I was a little envious to an extent, where I was like, they only record it once. They record once a day. Their podcast's like an hour and a half long, but they record once a day, and he was like, yeah, we normally get it first try. And I was like, you lucky duck. Someone is not ADD like us.
Yeah.
It's easy as that. So speaking of ADD,
we have ADD.
pretty apparently. And that's what leads us to Insane Adventures mid-podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get like 2 recorded, and we'll get 2 seconds into another one, and I'll just like stop recording, and I'm like, I didn't like that. And Nick just you going to adventure then?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, let's do that actually. And then we go on an adventure.
Yeah.
Today's adventure,
That
Guitar
was
Center.
super fun. Yeah, the Guitar Center.
That was a good adventure. We had to go buy a new boom arm for our mic that we've been kind of playing with. We have another mic that we're not using currently. It's just we have to edit it and play with it. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And we Guitar Center.
Okay, so let me interject real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So on the way there, like, cause if you're a musician, you've ever been to Guitar Center, you know how pretentious the workers are. Like,
Yep.
like they're gonna try and upsell you down, like whatever you have isn't good enough. So in my head, I'm like, all right, we're gonna have. I was like formulating a full podcast around this adventure, and I was like, I'm gonna tell them what mic I had, tell them the wrong letters and numbers. But like, I need the arm thingy that holds the mic thingy that we used to talk into. I was gonna like do all this misinformation to try and get a stir out of them. And Zach, tell them what actually happened.
So we walked in, and we're like, yeah, man, we're just looking for like a boom arm for a mic, and we're waiting for the time. I'm waiting for the time for Nick to just say a bunch of ridiculous crap to this guy. And the guy goes, oh yeah, man, no problem, we can do that. And he stands up, and he just, in this like fake deep billowing voice, I got your boom arm. I was like, shit.
Yeah, I was like, oh no.
Can't do it now.
Really
It's cool.
made that joke. Yeah.
Damn. So he's like showing us all the stuff, and he's talking to Nick about it all for a second, and he looks at me and he looks at my arm, and he's like, yo, is that a Misfits tattoo? And I was like, yeah. And then I flipped my arm over. I was like, and on my wrist I have a little Danzig skull tattoo. And he was like, nice, dude, sick, awesome. And I was like, shit, he's too nice. We can't be funny.
And in that time, he like picks up like another mic stand, is like pretending to be like Darth Maul.
Yeah,
like
he
using
is.
it as a lightsaber.
He's talking to me while he's playing freaking Star Wars. It's awesome.
It was awesome.
Awesome. So we go to ring out, and we're joking with them about how crappy most Guitar Centers are.
Yeah.
And the other dude who's working there was like, oh god, I hate calling insert this location here, because, you know, I'm like, hey, you got a guy coming down to you guys, I recommended him because I know you guys are bigger and have this stuff, and he's like, and the people on the other end are like, well, what if I have a customer? He's like, I just want to tell him, like, well, do your fucking job then.
Yeah, just do
like,
your job.
You guys are too cool.
Yeah, they were so cool.
And then we got a discount.
Yeah, he gave us a discount because of Zach's tattoos.
Yeah, he it's really cool. He gave the total, and he was like, wait, hold on. He's like, that's not right. We're like, oh, okay. And he goes, I'm actually gonna give you guys 10% off. He looks at Nick, and it's because your friend has cool tattoos.
Yeah, and then I proceeded to look at Zach.
And fake me.
And thank you.
Like, I did this. Like, I woke up, and I was like, if I get a Fiend Skull tattoo, I bet you one day I'll do a podcast in the future with Nick, and we'll get a discount at a Guitar Center.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yep, I planned it. All those years ago when I got this
big
done.
brain.
It's big brain
Big
time.
brain, dude.
Yeah. That's what I call a pro gamer move. So the adventure after that, coming home, was
That was fun.
that was fantastic.
That was awesome.
So I discovered this really fun game. It's called Music Roulette. What you do is the person who's in the passenger seat takes like the phone or your source of music and is shuffling through your music. And they get to choose a song that they want the person driving to sing either horribly or well. But the kick is, it has to be a hard song to sing, and the person who chose it also has to attempt to sing it. We had a riot.
That was so much fun.
We had a lot of fun with that.
There was ones that I would hit, and I'd be like, oh, yes! And then you'd be like, I don't know this one. I was like, how do you not? It's on your phone.
Like,
How do you not know
It
this?
was on my phone. I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know it. Like,
I was just like, we stare at broken clocks.
he's talking about Bring the Horizon.
Yeah, we stare like roses. And you're like, I don't know. I
was
don't
like,
know
dude,
any of
I
it.
was like, I'm sorry, man. I love the song. I do, but I don't know it word for word like that. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with that.
That was so much fun. You hit some insane, like Tillian from Dance Gavin Dance. I'm not trying to toot your own horn.
Don't.
But,
My ego's big
but
enough.
color me impressed.
I can't do that.
Up until like
I
the
can't color.
really high notes, like you were hitting them like spot on. I was so impressed. I was like,
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man.
that was crazy.
Sometimes I can sing. Sometimes.
Well, you hit it out of the park, like the
Thanks.
30 minutes the way home.
I appreciate it. Sometimes I can sing. Other times I can barely speak. I'm also kind of offended that you said color me impressed. I can't do that.
Oh, that's
Because
right.
I'm colorblind.
I'm sorry. Black and white me impressed.
Sold!
Yes!
Yeah, I can solid black and white you impressed, 100%. You color, I can't color you 50 Shades of anything. I maybe
Please
color
don't
you
color me 50 Shades of anything. Don't do
color you
that,
50
please.
Shades of Grey. Because it's
Oh
the only
my
color
God,
I know.
I'm leaving.
I don't get it. It's the only color I know. You're turning this naughty. You made this naughty, not me. Disgusting.
Disgusting, mate.
Disgusting. You nasty.
You nasty.
My God.
This is why it takes us so long to set up a
This
podcast.
is exactly why. Luckily, this podcast is about how random and stupid we are,
Yeah.
so we can keep doing this. Because
Yes.
this is what it's like. We're like, okay, like God, trying to record the Ted Bundy one was funny, because we got like
Weird choice of words there, my friend.
it was really funny. And the reason it was funny is because like I'm going through everything with Nick. I'm telling him all this stuff in the middle of the podcast, and the first take of it, that one took 2 takes, and it's because I said at a point, I didn't mean it a certain way, but Nick took it a certain way and was like, "Ooh, you can't say that." I was like, "Damn it, you made this bad." I was like, "No, like I think it's kind of cool that Ted Bundy was like trying to be his own like counsel to the extent of like it's
Ooh,
rare."
you don't say that, dude.
I was saying that, and I didn't mean it like, "Oh, it's cool that he did these things." I was like, I meant like it's fascinating that he was doing it, and Nick, I'm just like, "Oh, that's really cool," and Nick goes, "Ooh."
That still hit me the same way it did the time you said it.
And he just stops recording. He goes, "You can't say that." I'm like, "Damn it! I didn't mean it like that, dude. I meant it like it's fascinating. You the one who made it weird." So we should probably talk about our last adventure when we were doing one of these. It was the adventure that led us to doing YouTube.
Oh, yeah,
on the
yeah.
laptop.
The Micro Center.
We saved this one for last because this one's really funny.
This one's super funny.
So we're on our way to a place called Micro Center.
Should I give some backup story real quick?
Yeah.
Just real. I don't mean to cut you off, but
I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, that's what I was looking
I'm
for.
gonna let you finish, but
All right, so just a little bit of backstory. I was bringing my PC, my full rig setup, it's a very nice beefy PC, like a tower. I was bringing it over to Zach's every weekend, and that got to be a little bit too stressful, and too much. And so
we had it going through the TV.
Yeah, we had it going through the TV, and now we have a laptop. I'm gonna flex real quick.
Okay.
For those of you nerds, why I was so worried about bringing this PC. I had an RTX 2080 and 32 gigs of RAM, and yeah, that's a little stressful bringing over through our car. So we went and we're going to Micro Center to get a laptop. Zach, continue. I just wanted to flex real quick.
No, you're good. So
The nerd.
So cool.
I'm so cool.
I have all this RAM in my laptop. Anyway.
It does.
Sick. So, to give you a little bit of idea where this Micro Center is, it's kind of in the hood. It's easy to say.
Yeet.
It's a little bit in the hood.
It is.
And so we're going to Micro Center, and we're like maybe one turn away from it, and there's this little red car like that has just been getting it down the road. I mean, we were behind them on the highway, and they're like, boom, boom, boom. And then we ended up getting ahead of them on the exit ramp. And we're coming up to this red light, and they're just barreling at my car. And I'm like, we're going to get a wreck. They zoom out to the left, go forward, realize they can't go much more forward. Not a lot of room between me and the other car. They zoom forward, passing my car in front of us. And then they dip off and do a turn. They had stopped for like maybe 3 seconds prior. And this car, this like little gray beat up Honda pulls up next to us. And it's just this car of like 4 or 5 dudes, and they are cracking up. And they're looking at us.
Yeah.
And I was like, are they laughing at us or do they want our attention? And then the guy signals me to roll down my window, and I'm like, okay, this is weird. And I'm like, what's going on, man? He goes, yo, did y'all see that? And I'm like,
what?
What are you talking about? Is that a little red car? And I'm like, no, what do you mean? He just goes, man, they were fucking. And I went, what? And he goes, nah, man, the dude was driving, and there were two people fucking in the front seat. There were two people fucking in the back seat. Man, they were fucking. So now all of these dudes are leaning out of their car in traffic to talk to us, to tell them.
They're like 2 lanes away.
We are cracking up. These guys have us like rolling pretty much. We're laughing really hard, and I was like, I told the guys, I'm like, do you think if I got over in this turn lane, I could follow him? And one of the other guys just goes, shit, I would. And then the light turned green.
Thought about it.
We thought about it. I was like, I can't make that turn. There's no way. Then the light turned green and we got to Micro Center.
That's where more fun begins.
So we get to Micro Center. And we have to find a mini USB. We did not know it was called a mini USB.
Yeah, we thought it was a micro.
Yeah, it has to plug into the mic and then into the computer. It's for the mic I said earlier that we're kind of playing with. So we go ask the guy. I'm like, hey man, we're looking for a micro USB for this type of mic to plug directly into a computer. And he goes, yeah man, no problem. And just walks away.
Yeah. Just dips.
And we're like...
He wasn't even like, hey, I'm helping someone else. I'll be right
Yeah,
back. He was just like...
Yeah. There was no, follow me. He was just like, sure, no problem. And then just silently puts 3 things on the shelf in front of him and walks off.
Away.
And
Yeah.
we're like, does he want us to
follow him? Or does he just acknowledging that he knows what we're looking for?
Yeah, it's like he just knew. And it's like, yeah, find it yourselves.
Yeet.
Yeah, yeet. And so we're like, I guess we'll follow this guy. So we follow him down to the end of this like really long thing. Like we would have never found this. Because it was also hiding behind 3 other things. Like, why does this dude know?
Yeah, he even had trouble finding it.
Yeah.
He was like, it should be right here.
Yeah. We get there and he finds it. He's like, well, that'll do ya.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We're like,
okay.
all right, boss, thanks. And he's like, no problem.
Can I put my sticker
Can
on
I
it?
put my stickers on it? He didn't say that, but it felt like he was going to say that.
He did. He actually did say that.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he did. I called it. I was like, he's going to ask if he can put a sticker on it. And he was like, can I put my sticker on it? I was
Did
like,
he actually say that?
yeah, so he gets commission.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why they put their stickers on stuff.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear him say that. I just saw him put a sticker on it.
Yeah, I was laughing so hard because I was like, I knew he was going to ask that. It's a $4 purchase. Can I put my sticker on it?
Commission, hey. $4. $4. So, after that ordeal, we're walking to go find a laptop. We get hounded by the vultures that are at Micro Center.
Oh my goodness!
It's like these really weird. It's like these older guys too who look like Don Waters, like really thin hair that's really long, but it's balding and it's always slicked back with too much grease.
Yeah, you remember there was that one older guy, like that really old guy there.
So I'm describing.
And you were like, he had the face shield on.
Yeah.
And you were like, should we go ask him? I was like, no, we never ask him for anything.
Yeah.
We never ask him.
It's like these guys who, and they just like kind of manifest behind you like a fucking spawn killer in a video game. You're like looking at a laptop, and all of a sudden it's like this weird somber voice behind you is just like, what are you looking for today?
It's like, oh God, where did you get this?
Jesus Christ!
God.
Whoa!
Expecto Patronum! Like
the Dementors inside of Micro Center. And we're like, we're just looking at a laptop, and he's like, do you need any help with that? And we're like, nah, we're just looking right now, buddy. And he just like, well, if you need anything, I'll be around.
And you know what? He wasn't
around.
Only we needed something.
He actually wasn't around at all. We needed something.
No one was around when we needed something.
No one.
We were looking for the all great shaman.
Yeah, the shaman of Micro Center that you are aware of.
And when we asked him if he could help, he was like, I actually can't. That's not my floor. I can't do anything. And we're like, why not?
And then he's like, so what kind of podcast are you doing? And we're like, then it got weird, and we're like,
he's a great. He
is really great.
He's very knowledgeable. He's a great dude. He's a little weird now. He didn't have all those piercings the last time he actually went to school with us.
Did he really?
Yeah. So fun. That's why I always ask for him. He actually went to school with us, and he went to beforehand. He went to a school for science and computers and stuff.
Okay.
That's why I always ask for him because he's very knowledgeable and he'll give you discounts.
That's fair. And so he's like, so what kind of podcast are you guys doing? We're like, oh, we're just doing like a basic one off of OBS, and we're gonna have a graphic behind it, but that's it. He goes, well, what kind of camera do you need? And we're like, we don't need a camera.
Need one, yeah.
And Nick's like, we just need to get a laptop. And he just very awkwardly kind of like gives us this weird look, and he's like, well, the camera on a laptop's just not going to pick you guys up properly. The pixels aren't going to look right. And we're like, we don't need a camera.
Yeah, he was like, you can record on the camera and then record your voice in Audacity and then like clap beforehand so you know where it lines up. And we're like, we're not trying to scare people. We don't want people to be afraid for their lives when they see this, so we're not doing video.
Yeah, you don't want to see what we look like. We look like train wreck victims.
Anyway, I don't know. He just wasn't getting that concept. Like we're not doing video. We're not doing video.
We just tell him like 6 times we're not doing video. Finally, he was like, oh, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, he was like, you're gonna need this laptop, and I was like, that's the one I was actually looking at.
No, don't you remember he said at a point, it's overkill.
Yeah, he was like, it's overkill. I was like, I know it's overkill.
That's the goal.
Yeah, like we need to, but we're still gonna need to do editing on it. So.
Yeah, I need something that I can learn how to edit on, because editing on your freaking tower was rough with it plugged into the TV. Oh my god, that was hard. It's much easier to edit on this.
Just to throw that out there, my tower, although it was mighty beefy, Windows booted on a hard drive instead of an SSD, so. The hard drive was actually about 10 years old, so it booted really slow, but I was like, I'm not trying to buy Windows again.
You nerd.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, so the laptop...
Sick, dude. Oh man, it was only booting on Windows? Dude, that's so crazy. No way, holy shit.
It just, like, anything on the hard drive ran slow, so I had, like, 2, like, 1T SSDs.
It did run really slow.
Yeah, anything that was I put all my video games on SSDs, so they would pop up, like, but Windows would take, like, 10 minutes to load.
It did. So, we get the laptop, and then we're dealing with our weird, like, checkout guy. Like, I don't even know.
I don't even. Let's call him
Tim.
Tim.
We'll call him
Tim.
So Tim is just a weird dude. A little bit of a heavier set kind of guy. Definitely your typical kind of like gamer, which that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't judge.
No judgment.
But there's no reason to try to impress 2 random people.
Yeah, like
don't do that.
That soccer mom you talked to.
Oh yeah. So. Like, heavier set dude. Very obviously your typical, like, gamer. Probably hasn't showered in a little bit, but...
So what? It's really
yeah, he really is a nice guy, though. He was really polite.
He was very polite.
And he, like, walks past this woman who has 2 kids and a husband. And let me tell you, that husband would have kicked the shit out of Tim. Because that man was big. Like, I was like, I do not want to be near that man if he does not get the price he wants.
Yeah, that's one guy you see, you don't even talk to him, you're just like, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the guy, like, you walk past him and you just want to, like look away.
Yeah, it's like, please don't hurt me.
And so Tim just goes, I think he said the name was Angela. Something like that.
Yeah, it was something weird.
Like, Angela. The woman doesn't turn around. Hey, Angela?
Gets closer.
The woman doesn't turn around. He gets like a foot from her. Hey, Angela. And she turns around and she's like, what? What? And he goes, oh. I thought you were my friend Angela. You go to the club, right? I've seen you at the clubs. Right. You're at the clubs all the time. We go to the same club.
And we're like looking at her 2 kids.
And her really buff husband.
Like, she does not go to the club.
She does not go to the
sir,
clubs.
She does not go to the club.
Sir, walk away.
It's so hard to tell people with the mask on.
Yeah, and she wasn't even wearing a mask.
No.
That's the best part. She was not wearing a mask. That was the best part of all of it. Like, that was your ladder of an excuse?
What? And then we're like walking away. We get halfway down the aisle and he's like, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He just awkwardly goes, oh, thought you're someone else. Thought you go to the clubs that I go to. I thought I seen you at the club. It's like, how many times are you gonna say club?
many times have you actually been to a club?
Yeah, be real with me, Tim.
Come on, man.
I don't care if you go to the club, bro.
Yeah.
I would go to the club.
Yeah.
I'm too old for that shit now. I mean, if someone was like, hey, Zach, let's go to the bar that's kind of a club, I'd be like, sure.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no, but it's not like a frequent thing I'm doing every weekend.
Yeah.
Ever, actually, anymore. And so he awkwardly walks away, and then he's like, oh, sorry. Like, low under his breath, and we're like, okay.
Like, she did not hear that.
Yeah, she didn't hear that. And we're walking, and this guy, he's quiet, and then he just randomly just goes, yeah, about to start streaming on Twitch again soon. And we're like, oh, sick, dude.
Sick,
like,
yeah.
awesome. And we're like, thinking he's going to give us his Twitch handle.
Yeah.
We're like, we'll go support. Like, we understand the Twitch ground. We'll go follow it. Nope. Just says that. We're like, cool. Yeah, man. And just silent. We're like, what the fuck?
I would rather have a shameless plug than intentionally.
It's like he wanted us to ask for it.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask for just throw it out there. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm streaming on Twitch. My name's blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh cool. Yeah. I would have pulled out my phone right there and followed him. Like
100%. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
No.
So. But he like, why would you like misrecognize somebody, but not like throw out your Twitch handle? Like.
Yeah, you're confident enough to go talk to a soccer mom who has 2 kids and a husband that looks like he ate her previous husband, but you're not manly enough to be like, here's my Twitch handle.
Yeah.
Really? Really, Tim?
Yeah, come on, Tim.
Come on, Tim. Come on, Tim. And so Tim.
That's so Tim.
So, we get to the line and Tim's like, all right, guys, we're gonna go put the laptop up front. And I'm like, all right, great. So I'm standing in line with the USB cable. Nick's gonna buy the laptop because it's his, not mine. Did not pitch in for it. Won't even lie. Anyway, just I said it. Whatever.
That's whatever.
It's whatever. And so, we're standing there, and there's this really weird dude.
Well, besides the weird dude, he stayed there for like a few minutes. Tim stayed there a few minutes.
Yeah, Tim kind of
just didn't say anything.
He just kind of lingered around.
Stood next to us.
It's like that awkward moment where you have a conversation with somebody, and it ends, and you don't know how to just get out of it.
Yeah. And
you just kind of awkwardly linger, like kind of rocking back and forth, and it's like, okie dokie, Mick, well, I'll see you later.
Yeah,
like, you don't know what to do.
Is he gonna tell us his Twitch handle, or is he just gonna chill there like he thinks we're cool or something?
Like Tim, I guarantee to you I'm not cool.
Yeah.
Like, you see how tight these pants are? I'm about as cool as literally fucking nothing. So, yeah, I'm about as cool as the sun. I'm not cool. See what I did there? Because like cool, like ice cold, but the sun's hot.
Yeah.
See what I did there? That proved that I wasn't cool. Yeah, that solidified.
Anyway, continue to the awkward gentleman.
So there's this really weird dude in like an oversized white t-shirt. He looked like he was a skinny man.
So creepy.
So weird, so creepy. Really big, bushy hair.
Yeah.
Too. No glasses on, but he's like reading everything, squinting like he definitely needed glasses. Oversized white t-shirt with stains on it, and was wearing like your quintessential pajama bottoms.
Yeah.
And he had boots on with them, and they were tucked into the boots. And it's like, look, I get if you're running to a CVS or Walmart.
Yeah.
I get that. A little quick errand, but like, bro, you've been here for 10 minutes.
Yeah, like he was...
in the same spot, reading magazines that you're not buying.
Yeah, like when we got in line, he was in front of us, and he was like, oh, no, I'm not in line. You can go ahead. So we're like, okay, cool. And then he just dives deep into the line to start reading those magazines. It's like, what are you doing?
It was weird. He deep dives into the line, and he picks one up, holds an inch from his face, squinting at it, flips 3 pages, reads a little bit more, shuts it, flusteredly puts it back, and then grabs another one.
Yeah.
So we get through that fiasco, and we're standing in line, and Nick goes up to purchase the laptop, and then I go up to purchase the cord. I'm purchasing the cord, and I'm just awkwardly like sitting there, and the guy's like, do you have a membership? And I'm like, no. He's like, do you want one? I'm like, nah, I'm good, brother, thanks. And Nick then decides to come up behind me and just awkwardly, pretty loudly,
oh yeah,
oh my god, are you Danny Warsnop? I'm like, I just turned around and looked at him and like looked the other way, and he's like, you're famous, dude, can I get an autograph?
Just so you know, that was the tamest thing I could think of.
Thank God! Gee whiz! And so I awkwardly turned, not even awkwardly, just very sternly turned around. I was like, no kid, get away from me.
And so I just stood there.
Just turned back around. Then Nick turned into Tim and lingered.
Yeah, I just stood there. I was like, he thinks he's getting away.
Yeah, the cashier suddenly went from real polite to me to like, wow, you're a real scumbag, huh, bud? Just like, I'm like, oh my god. And I'm just sitting there and like, the guy's like now taking his sweet time ringing me out.
Yeah,
Like, he wants really everyone to know that I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Not even Danny Warsnop. Not even famous. Danny Warsnop's not a piece of shit. But I can almost guarantee to you he would have probably signed something for you. I wouldn't have.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. And then like we're sitting there and
I'm sitting there I'm like
Nick is like bouncing up and down behind me. And then again he's like, can I just get like an autograph or something? And the guy just shoots me this look of like, you better say yes, you motherfucker. And I was like, and I just turned around, I was like, yeah, kid, sure, I'll send the back my receipt for you. So just like follow me to the parking lot or whatever.
Until I walked out with.
And Nick's like, oh my god, really? Thanks. And just like sits there quietly. That dude checking me out was
he did not like you.
He thought I was just the biggest scum on the piece. I'm just like on planet Earth.
You got this guy you got the cashier that's fuming. You got you that's just like, please make this stop. And I'm just sitting there like, yes, this is what I wanted.
I wanted this autograph. And it's like we're walking out and Nick just starts talking. He's like, oh my god, dude. So he goes, are you Danny Warsnop? And then I was working out, oh my god, dude, I love watching your podcast. I'm like, it's not even what Danny does! Am I more offended that the dude thinks I'm a piece of shit? Am I more offended that he thinks Danny Warsnop's a piece of shit? Am I more offended at the fact that you said Danny Warsnop has a podcast? You piece of shit.
I love putting people in those situations.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a day with us. That's a typical day here on the set of Careless Opinion. She killed the podcast. That's a typical day on the set.
Yeah, and that happened in the span of like a few weeks.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Well, that's it, guys. And before we go, Nick, I have something to say to you.
Oh no.
But it's mainly I have to say something to the viewers.
Oh no, I thought you forgot.
Oh baby, I don't forget. Some of you guys might have heard in our last two podcasts that we're relatively close to 50 subscribers. We're about halfway there. We just want to let everybody know that we will be doing a embarrassing stories podcast when we hit 50.
Yay.
Yeah. Nick's not stoked because I told him what story I'm going to tell.
Yay.
Yeah, he's not ready, but I'm ready because I have an embarrassing one about Nick. But I'm going to be a good friend, and I'm going to give Nick... okay. I have a really awful, embarrassing story about myself that I'm going to give Nick to share.
Okay.
It's embarrassing.
Okay.
I'll tell you after this podcast, actually. And on that note, don't you dare leave this video or this channel without liking it,
Commenting,
subscribing,
sharing,
Karen,
clicking that bell icon so you get notified whenever we post,
and following us on the old InstaFan. And the way you want to do that, if you're on your laptop, you can go to our lovely channel here, guys. Lovely. And you can click the little Instagram icon, and you can follow us on Instagram that way. Now, if you're on your phone, or your tablet, or whatever other small little device you might be using YouTube on, you can go to our bio and click follow on Instagram. It'll open the Instagram app.
That is so cool.
Because technology's freaking crazy, dude.
Techmonology.
Techmonology. And we will see you guys. Am I going to say it? You want to say it? You want to say it? Say it.
Next time.
That's what
Podcast.